Hey everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Feeling the Frequency, the show where we talk about whatever the fuck we want. I am one of your hosts, AJ Tulip. I'm here with...
At Naughty Niori. I am here also.
And, so this show, we're just gonna be hitting on many topics, such as conspiracy, celebrity gossip, YouTube drama, just whatever we feel like. Did I forget anything?
No, that sounds about it.
Yeah. Basically just whatever we're feeling, on a typical Tuesday.
Yeah.
Typical weekday, just whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, since we introduced ourselves, what do we want our show to be? Like, where are we going with this? Because we kind of have our topics, but it's kind of wherever we want, so it's more a free range. So what are we reaching for?
Basically, like, to just give our opinions. Like, if we're really feeling like we have, like, a different take on something. But, if basically the whole internet agrees with us, I mean, we'll probably not do cover that topic.
Yeah.
It's been said.
Exactly. So,
like, everything that needed to be said was said.
Yeah. I kind of like that, too.
So I feel like if only we have, like, a different opinion, will we cover such topics?
Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of people just regurgitate the same thing.
Unless it's, like, something really just, like, juicy, like
today.
If
we have tea.
We'll get into that later. So we met in middle school, like 7th grade. It was either a social studies class or like history.
Yeah.
And this is where the details get fuzzy. Like, I had my like nerdy ass group. Like, how did you get involved with us? Like, I don't remember.
Because I was such a loner. I was an emo loner without the emo loner clothes. So I just sat in the back. And you all were just having some of the dopest...
We were already in the back.
Yeah, so y'all was just...
You popped in.
Yeah, and you all were always having, like, the dopest conversations. And it was always something that I was interested in. So I was like, oh my god, these guys are so freaking cool. Like, I don't know why they don't sit up at the front.
And that turned into Uno.
Yeah, then we played Uno.
And then Minecraft. Because middle school, Minecraft, that was the big thing. We got stories about it.
Yeah, Minecraft, that was a whole mess.
Yeah. And we've just been friends ever since.
Yeah.
We're 3 years out of high school now. We're 20-somethings,
Exactly. People always say you never, like, end up friends with your high school friends.
Yeah, well, we proved that wrong.
Yeah, that's a lie. So, content creation.
Yeah, we both have our individual YouTube channels, and I've been trying to make content off and on since back then, because Minecraft was the big thing. And honestly, I wish my younger self would have worked his ass off more. I could have been rich by now. But anyway,
That's so true.
We're not gonna dwell on that. How did you start making internet content?
See, that's the question, because you were like, don't go the college route. I'm just kidding. You did not tell me not to go to college.
I never said that. I agree now.
Yeah. You were like, I'm not going to college. And I'm like, why though? Why? They want us all to go to college. And you were like, no. And I was like, I just don't understand it. So me, while I was in college, because yes, I went, and no, I don't want to go back.
She tried that for a minute.
Yeah, I tried that. It was crusty. I went to college. I was just like, I hate it here. I hate it here so bad. And for a long time, I was like, I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to have, like, a pop-in Instagram, I want to be able to post, like, photos of things I like and reach out to people and have internet friends. And then I was like, Dustin has always been telling me to start your channel, get on that grind, start creating content because you'd be really good at it. So actually, in my college class, I sat down, opened my laptop while my dusty professor was talking. I could not stand that man. And I was like, you know what? I'm starting a YouTube. And the girl next to me was, like, watching me the whole time. Like, this distracting hoe. Like, why is she distracting the whole class? Laptop open when everybody has a piece of paper and a pencil. Like, like we're back in, like, the prehistoric ages. I never understood that, why there were no laptops in that class. So I just started my channel right there in my college class. And that was history, you know?
And we did have that collab channel for like a minute that we don't talk about.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. That was really bad.
Just to say, it was an experience.
It was fun.
It was a little treat.
It gave us a reason to
If
hang
you
out.
find that, yeah.
More. I mean, more.
Like literally every day I'm just film like some dumbass shit.
Yeah.
Those were fun.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
So, speaking of starting this new podcast, it's at a really awkward time because a really popular podcast called Frenemies has just, like, ended, as far as we know.
For now.
For now.
For now.
So, honestly, I kind of don't know how to feel about it. What do you think?
See, if you don't know anything about Trisha Paytas, she is a character. I very felt bleh. I can't talk. Edit this out. I feel like very much like she's always in like some kind of scandal, some kind of like drama.
Mm-hmm.
But as more and more as this has gone on, it's very much like her and Ethan.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like a whole mess. So it's like that's what we're not trying to do on this show. That's exactly what we're not gonna do.
Yeah, like watching them have their big blowout fight, I'm like, I don't think this will ever be
5%.
us. Yeah, the 5%.
5%.
That 5%.
Those memes are killing me.
That 5% is just so annoying.
Like, y'all, if you need a good laugh, look up the 5% memes on the H3 subreddit. Ooh.
Yeah.
5%.
It'll be like Ethan, like, oh, my 5% can end world hunger.
Yeah.
I could buy everyone on the crew a house with the 5%.
The 5%. That 5% is just something else.
5%.
See, but here's my thing about
Oh
that.
my god. You know what else the 5% could solve?
What could it solve?
The pandemic.
His 5% of money. That 5%. See, but here's my thing. Like, I agree, which is weird because I know some people are going to fight me on this, but I agree that she deserves, whether she wanted to or not, now that she's asking to know where, like, the money is going specifically, he kind of vague explained it to her, like, it's going to the crew, to the crew, to the crew. She has the right to know how much since it is coming out of her 50%. So she's only getting 45 because it's coming out of her budget technically, but not really. So since she's supposed to be like us, co-creators, co-hosts, she has the right to know that. Like, I'm not going to let the government take taxes out of my check and I'd be like, oh, okay, thank you, government, and not know exactly where it's going.
See, my whole thing, and this back and forth is so convoluted now. It's like
Mhm.
very hard to keep track. I'm like, did they ever have a contract?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Was this just verbal?
Because like the way she came into like their whole like sphere, I'm like, how did they not have a contract? Because they weren't friends at the beginning. They were very much like, you know, like arguing with each other. Like, how did they not have like a contract, like the bare minimum?
That's what I don't understand because
they weren't friends before.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, oh, we're friends, we'll figure it out. Like us, like we know what we're like.
yeah, we're actually
The
friends.
agreement.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're not gonna like hold anything against each other. But like they were like very opposite sides of the internet.
Hence the title, Frenemies. They did not like each other. But yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, was it just expensive to get a contract? Because it really doesn't seem like it is. Was it just an extra hassle? Because to me, it could have solved a lot of problems in the long run.
I feel like they just didn't have the oversight.
Yeah, somebody should have told them to do that.
They got blinded by like, oh, we're a weird combo. The internet loves it. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. That was not a good idea. They should have really sat down and talked about that.
Yeah.
Because that way there wouldn't have been any argument. Because we're like, you signed it? Well, you signed it. If you want to go rewrite it, we can. But you signed the first one.
But like this back and forth every day.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a new
gonna be
video.
exhausting.
Every day.
Like 30-minute video from her, 500 tweets, and then HD podcast, like memes, and it's just like they need to stop. Like they need to be adults and like figure this shit out because it's like they're family now.
Yeah, they are. That's kind of weird.
Like
too.
Trish is dating Hila's brother. So it's like, even if the show is over, like, you still family.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's gonna be interesting.
Them dinners.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird. Sunday dinner.
Their kid Theodore. Where's Auntie Trish?
We don't speak to her.
We don't know her.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird. Ugh. Other than that, I mean, I kind of just feel like they should have handled things more like adults and not have posted it. Because then everybody got involved.
Like, I swear, at this point, it's like, one of them will have a good argument, and then the other one will do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no longer a good argument, because it's like they're both doing what they're, like, being like, how do I phrase this? They're both doing what they don't want the other one to do. So to be like, oh, you showed my text, so now I'm going to show your text, and you showed my tweets, and this, that, and the DMs, and just, it's a mess.
Yeah.
They are a hot mess.
If they would stop trying to expose each other, they could actually, like, talk about what's going on.
Oh, and then Trisha's sister got involved.
I saw that. Oh my god,
What
they
the
look
fuck
just
was
alike.
that?
Yeah, that was so weird.
They look so similar.
Yeah.
5%.
And they sound alike, too.
I'm like, everybody just keeps popping their head into like this 5% thing.
Yeah, why is she getting involved?
And it's like very much not that. Like, she didn't even work there. And Trish is now trying to be like, no, we were gonna hire her. We were gonna hire my sister.
And this whole who offered to pay and who didn't. I'm like, okay, both of y'all got money, so
Yeah, both of y'all are rich.
Yeah,
Like, nobody cares.
cares. Who cares who pays what time? And I'm like, no, that's a waste.
And they're both like, no, we wanted him.
Yeah, no, we wanted it. No, I
Like,
said I was gonna
literally,
pay.
Ethan, I was gonna pay. Trish, no, I told him I was okay with it, and I was gonna pay. And it's my birthday, and I like paying for
But honestly,
And we as fans, sorry to cut you off. But we as fans are just like, we don't care. Y'all rich.
see, my thing was when I first saw the fight go down, it was trending on Twitter before I even knew about it because I don't watch Frenemies on a consistent basis like that. But when I first went back to the end of the episode to watch, since I didn't watch the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm definitely on Ethan's side. Because I know that Trisha, though I don't really follow her or her content, I just see things. I know she has a history of, like, fighting people, making things awkward, self-sabotaging. And, like, she says that that's due to her mental health. And I agree, like, some of that, but I don't like that she uses her mental health to explain some pretty problematic things. And see, this is what's gonna get me canceled, because I'm not allowed to say, you know, we understand that your mental health is an issue, but, like, you should be nicer to people when you're in a better space.
See, that's where I feel like, yeah, like you said, like, it gets very complicated. Because
Yeah.
on one hand, yeah, we get it. Like, she got some mental problems, to put it lightly.
Yeah.
But, you can't really talk about it with the internet being like, well, that's why you can't, like, that's why you have to go easy on her. And it's like, well, no, because you can't use your own problems as an excuse to be a shitty person.
Exactly. And that's an actual
Like
quote from
Ethan,
her.
like Ethan said, like, he can't be her emotional punching bag.
Yeah, but she actually said exactly what you said before. We should roll the clip whenever we find the clip.
Yeah, I'll find that clip.
Yeah.
I'll put it in. But
Because she said that.
yeah,
Now
she
doing
said
it.
something along those lines
Yeah.
about, like, I think it was about Jeffrey.
Yeah.
And she did the same.
She did the exact
She did
same thing.
She always does that.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of her person. That's why I wasn't feeling her at first, but I'm like, I realized Ethan has
Like, oh,
problems
bullying's
too.
bad. But they're literally, their whole podcast is them talking shit.
No, really. They be talking about everybody.
Maybe we do need that David Dobrik bullying tour.
But yeah, so honestly, I'm gonna miss the podcast. I really hope it comes back because to me it was interesting. Like, it was good.
See, I want it to come back, but I don't think it's good for anyone at this point.
Yeah.
Like, fans included, I feel like it's just, that whole atmosphere is just so toxic. It's
Yeah.
like, no, burn it down.
Because the only reason that a
Burn
lot
it
of
all
people
down.
like Trisha is because of that podcast. They were
Yeah.
like, a different side of Trisha. We like her again. She stopped cutting up on people. And now she's right back there.
Right back.
Yeah. So. for a long time.
You think they're still gonna sell the merch? It was supposed to come out later this month.
I am hoping that they do sell the merch because
I swear that shit's gonna be heavily discounted.
Well, that's what I like feel bad for him because he's like, it was my wife's money.
Yeah, he's so paranoid that it's not gonna sell. I feel like he's gonna put it on sale, even though it's gonna sell anyway.
I feel like it's gonna sell anyways.
And then like a few episodes later, like his regular podcast, he's gonna I should have sold it full price.
Yeah, he should just sell it full price and be like, the ending sale.
Yeah, I really think enough people would buy it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I cared enough, I would. I don't really buy merch like that, but
I don't even have money like that. But like, I'd buy one piece. I'd buy one piece of merch.
Yeah, I would honestly just buy merch just to support Ethan because he seems like a decent human being, from what I've seen.
Sometimes.
Yeah, occasionally.
More so than Trey.
Yeah, I mean, in this situation, I feel like no, both of them are in the wrong.
Yeah, both of them are kind of at this rate.
Yeah,
like maybe towards the beginning you could be like, well, Trey's just kind of lasted again, but now that it's been going on,
they're both
literally the last episode of H3, the real reason Frenemies ended, just brings up her sister and all that.
Yeah, that's weird.
And they were all like laughing about it. I'm like, so is it over?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
And since they were laughing about it, Trish made another video today, and then like 5 TikToks.
Yeah, they keep dragging it out. That's the
like,
problem.
Girl, this is done. Like, nobody cares.
Yeah, we're kind of over it now. I'm kind of tired. Like this, like us talking about it. It's been a minute.
Like everybody that you talked about on your show is now back.
Yeah, like
there's other things to talk about.
Isn't Shane coming back too?
He actually made his first appearance online on the boyfriend's channel.
Yeah, everybody's returning.
Ryland.
Yeah.
And they were really drunk.
Yeah. Well, step 1 is both of them either putting in equal production costs or like the 5%, 2.5% for each of them. I know Ethan is not going to go for this because he's going to say that he does more work, which, I mean, probably.
Accurate.
Yeah, accurate, yeah. But, like, I think...
Like, other than, like, getting the costumes.
Yeah.
And, like, showing up. Like, what does Trish do?
What does Trish do? She doesn't do anything.
Oh, she gives ideas.
That don't
like Ethan said, ideas are great, but if you're not gonna like figure out how to do them, then you're just talking.
Exactly.
Like, oh, we can go to the moon. Very cool. How are we getting there?
Finger their asshole.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. So what does Trisha offer? Audacity? In a conversation.
Views.
Oh yeah, views. I forgot.
Her name.
Her audience.
Her name.
Trisha hates me.
Daddy.
But yeah, so I think that he really needs to break down to her where that money is going. Like, the production it's not enough. If she wants to know how much, I mean, if she's supposed to be like the co-host, co-creator, and be doing all that. So, I don't know. It's kind of like, if she doesn't do it, does that mean that she's not allowed to know that information? Because he said that she's not putting in as much work. Right. Is that why he's not allowing her to see how much everybody gets paid? But my thing is if that's coming out of her money, I want to know. Like, show me the bill.
Again, was there a contract? Was there ever a contract?
Exactly.
All of this would be solved
with a contract.
But I feel like their contract was those texts that we saw, like, oh, this will go here at Trish. Okay.
That is very, like...
A few episodes later. So where's that money going?
It's a 2021 contract. Just texts. And receipts.
How much would have been? She doesn't even remember half those texts.
Yeah.
I watched one of her TikToks today and she's like, yeah, I realized those texts don't make me look any better either, but like, I was just putting them out there. And I'm like,
yeah, because she was like,
what are they doing?
Did she call him Jewy? Like, what? That's what I don't understand. Why is she so anti-Semitic? Like, girl, whoever said that was okay? Like, no.
See, part of me is like,
you
that's her trolling. Because, like, she's always been a troll. But I'm like, that's not okay.
Yeah, that's really not okay.
But, like, she claims, like, oh, like, I didn't know.
She didn't know.
Like, have you seen the people dug up a clip she went on Tana Mojo's manager had a podcast or some shit, and he's Jewish.
Mm.
And she was like, "Yeah, that's so Jewy of you," or like she said the same thing. She said to Ethan like live on a podcast.
Live? Ooh, girl.
And she was like, "Yeah, you save that money, do a thing, do something." And he was like, "Trish, that's wrong."
Yeah,
and she's like, "Why? What do you mean? I don't think so." And she's like, and he's like, "Yeah, the internet's gonna get us for that one." And she's like, "No, I don't think so. Like, I meant it as a compliment. Like, Jews save money. Like, I love the Jews." Like,
Daddy?
she always says, she's like, "I love the Jews." And her whole thing's like, "Oh, my husband's Jewish. I'm converting." It's like, girl, you gotta be careful though.
Daddy?
The way you say things comes off a certain way.
Yeah, that's not cute.
But her whole thing is, "I love the Jews. I love them."
Yeah, that's weird. That's very weird.
And I feel like they talked about it in like multiple episodes. Ethan's like, "That's very fetishizing," and she's
Yeah,
like,
that
"No,
is.
I just love them."
That's so weird.
I'm like, "That's the same thing."
That's so weird.
Like, Trish, what do you mean?
Ooh, child.
I'm not fetishizing them. I love the Jews.
Daddy?
My husband's Jewish? I'm converting.
That's so cringe. She is so cringe sometimes. Oh my god. The only reason I ever liked her was because of that podcast.
Yeah.
Along with a lot of people.
It wasn't gonna last.
No.
It wasn't.
It was funny because remember Ethan said that, why would I put all this money into, like, didn't he say the space? The studio that they were gonna get?
Yeah.
She asked for if you were just gonna quit anyways. Ooh. Somebody's a fortune teller because he called that. But yeah. Other than that.
So when are they coming back?
Exactly, that's the question.
Honestly, if they ever do come back, in my opinion, and you can give your take on this too,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like give it like a year or two.
Mm.
You know, let her integrate into the family more because you know she's dating Moses,
Mm-hmm.
and then I feel like they'll come back and they'll be like, "Everything's good, y'all," and then it'll go for like another season, and then just start back again.
Honestly, I could see that. A few things.
Divorces Moses.
She definitely needs a breakdown of the contract. Yes, I feel like she does. Oh, divorces Moses. Oh my gosh.
When does anything work out for her? Like, I'm getting shady now, but like, no, literally. Like, it'll come back in like a year or two, everything will be okay, and then it'll last like however many episodes it did this current time, and then like it'll be like a bigger scandal, and like she'll divorce Moses and like tear the family apart or some shit.
Yeah, based off the situation with her and
Her
Ethan,
life is like a roller coaster.
yeah, I can't see her staying with a long-term partner for for a long time.
5%. 5%. Do you realize how much 5% was of our last one? That should be enough. But also like highlights
Money
and
earned
then
from podcast highlights and 5% of the podcast revenue to pay the crew.
He takes that 5%.
Then his 5% to send Jeff Bezos to the moon.
Like, I can't see her growing old with somebody.
Although Moses is really patient.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, weirdly
So
patient.
maybe it could
So
work.
it might
It
work.
might work if he just ignores her constantly. But yeah,
Like the TikTok, he just needs to unplug the Wi-Fi.
I saw that. That was funny. Wait, was that like an actual thing?
Literally, all the fans were telling Moses, "Why aren't you unplugging the Wi-Fi? Why aren't you unplugging the Wi-Fi?" So they made a TikTok where he was like a spy, like rolling around their house.
Wait, she approved that? She approved that?
She filmed it. She filmed it.
I was like, ooh, Moses.
And then she went on Twitter and she's like, "Guys, you realize I have mobile data, right?"
I thought like he got in trouble for that. He was sleeping on the couch, but dang. Okay.
No, she filmed it.
Okay,
She
I
filmed
feel
it.
that. I feel that. That's kind of cool.
Trisha Paytas said, "I don't give a fuck."
So yeah, they need a contract. She needs to let some things go along with Ethan. They both just need to let some things go. like you said, I think it would be a good idea for them to take a long break, and for her to like just focus on them being a family instead of trying to be business partners and all that.
And she said she started getting help this year. Yeah, keep doing that.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
get you better mentally.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I feel like she was very like thrust into like a family environment that she wasn't used to, and everybody was used to each other.
Yeah.
And she said that too. She was like, "Yeah, everybody knew each other, and then here I'm coming in because I'm dating Moses, and like everybody's like a couple." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's very
a lot.
true." Yeah,
Yeah.
all the dynamics with that.
Oh, and what about the crew though? That's another big question because I wouldn't want to work with somebody who's like.
I mean, according to Dan, they all didn't really care. It was more so Ethan was just telling Trish like, the crew don't like you.
See, here's my thing. They can say they don't care, but I know, like, I mean, because we say a lot of things on social media. We say we don't care. We say like I'm unbothered and all that. But like any normal human being will be like, well, that's pretty freaking rude for you to stand like in front of me and be like, I need to know everything that you're paying them. Why are you paying them that? And why are they getting the 5%? Like that was kind of rude.
See, the way I took it, because like I've seen that clip so many times of like the final episode, like the final moment. And I very much got the vibes that they were just like all awkwarded out. Like, because they're so used to Trisha at this point that they were just like, oh, it's happening again. Like that. Those are the vibes I got. Like, not that they were upset with her, but just like, oh, here we go again. Like,
see, but her doing that stirred up like a lot. Because wasn't one of their like girlfriends getting death threats?
No, the whole crew was getting death
threats. Oh wow, that's lovely. So yeah, I feel like they, you know what? Maybe you have a point. Maybe they would
see
be
everybody
like,
on both sides was getting death threats.
Maybe they would be like, you know, this is just Trisha being Trisha. But see, me, I would be like, do we want her back? Do we bring her back into the circle? Is she better now?
Do we try this again?
Do we try this again? So, I mean, maybe that will need to be worked out behind the scenes.
Oh my god, what if it comes back and it's like one episode every 5 months? Like, it's not like a consistent thing. It's just like, oh, we'll do an episode every once in a while.
That would be a lot.
Like, just a little something.
Like a little sprinkle?
Yeah.
I don't know how that would
But no, the death threats. It's funny you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Because literally, Dan had to go in on the Discord and delete the Frenemies server. Because everybody was just like doxing everyone. Like, fans were doxing other fans.
Other fans?
Like, it started a war.
That's a
so
lot.
he went delete.
That's scary.
But yeah, so you think they're coming back? Yes or no? I say like maybe.
Maybe yeah.
Like, there's always a chance, like a sliver, but like unlikely.
They've got a lot to work. I think
very unlikely.
After all the things I've listed happen, they could come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they need a little break though. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna end up like that.
Yeah, no.
I really don't think we're gonna end up. I mean, it's the same vibe though, because you know, man, woman, podcast. So yeah, I doubt that we're gonna end up like that. Cause like we're actual friends.
Speaking to it into existence, it ain't gonna happen.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, not trying to jinx anything, but I really don't.
Yeah,
think
it's gonna
that's
take like some extreme ass shit.
Yeah,
not some petty. 5%.
I feel like one of us not showing up would be the issue.
Even then, though, I feel like if like we had like a good reason, we'd be like, oh, I get it.
Like, what would really actually be an issue?
Yeah.
Or like one of us is like, I'm gonna move. But honestly,
just randomly.
Yeah.
But then again, internet. So like,
yeah, we could still do our podcast. Like, what would? Really, what would?
Hopefully, we'll never get there.
Yeah, I don't have an answer to that.
But no, what else was this Frenemies shit? Did you see that the next day, the whole crew did the vlog that they were gonna do for Frenemies without Trisha?
No, really.
Literally, they did the whole thing without Trisha.
Hey guys, we're at a rage room, and I'm freaking pissed. Sheila, are you angry today?
I think deep down I am. I need to like dig in and get it out. But I think I do have a little bit of rage.
Oh, we got rage today.
I kind of would. I feel left out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, that's where I feel like Ethan did some messed up shit too, like with the crew and like, oh, they don't like you, Trisha, or Trisha, he doesn't like you,
Bro,
he
was
look
stirring
they all
it.
did it, yeah.
Yes, Ethan was stirring up the drama. Like, didn't he tell like the crew that Trisha didn't like one of their ideas or something like that?
Yeah, like
Why
the
would you do
girlfriend
that?
of one of them.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, she did say the idea was shit, but she didn't realize like it was just like some other employee's like idea. She thought it was Ethan's idea. And she was like, yeah, that's our whole dynamic. Like, we, like, shit talk each other, you know, frenemies. Like, that's the thing. But, like, my whole thing is, like, as much as, like, she was kind of being disrespectful, like, was it that serious? Like, okay, Trish didn't like the idea for a segment of your new employee. Like, move on.
Yeah, I don't think that was that serious. But the fact that, no, but here's the
Because I
thing.
feel like Ethan was really gaslighting that.
Exactly.
Oh my god, you made the girlfriend of blah 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 cry, and I'm like, no, I don't think that happened.
And he was stirring it, because I feel like maybe the way she presented it was like, Ethan, this is another one of your crappy ideas.
And then we have Dan off on the side being like,
And
no,
then
that
she-
didn't happen. Like, yeah, she was upset, but like Ethan was making it sound
Yeah,
worse.
like, and then he took it back to the girlfriend and was stirring up the drama. That's what I think happened. And I'm like, dude, why would you do that?
And honestly, Trisha with that segment kind of had a point. I feel like Q&As are very like low ball. Like you've ran out of ideas, or like you're just starting. But like their show is like so successful, it's like they don't need that kind of a segment yet.
See, I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted on that, because from a fan's perspective, I would like a Q&A if my question pops up in there. But like from a content creation perspective, no. Like no Q&As.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, that's very like low tier
I mean,
entertainment.
even from a fan perspective, I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
And I'd love, like, if my question would be answered too.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't like watching, like, a buttload of, like,
other people.
oh my god, like, blah, 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 blah.
Oh my god, we're so selfish.
I mean, it's true,
Yeah,
though.
it's true though.
Like, you know how many Q&As I've watched, like, back in, like, when we were in middle school, like, all the YouTubers doing Q&As.
Yeah.
I feel like so many of them just got used to doing that. All the comments became, oh, when are you going to post an actual video? What is this? Go back to actual content. Oh, I see we're doing another Q&A. Really creative.
See, it's funny that you mentioned that, because, yeah, I don't like when YouTubers do their own Q&As about themselves, but, like, it's kind of annoying when, like, other people are also sending in questions. But as a fan, if my question comes up, I'm going to be hyped.
Right.
But, yeah, it's low tier entertainment. She's got a point. It's not
Yeah.
that great. It really ain't
Like,
that
their
cute.
show is at such a peak before, like, the death of the show. There's so much more they could be doing. Exactly. Funny coincidence, though. Have you noticed how their show ended? Everybody they've ever talked about came back.
Yeah.
David.
Dubrick.
Jeffrey.
Hi, how are ya?
Like
sucking dick and cock.
And then
I'm probably
Shane?
forgetting people.
Yes. I mean, she was kind of friends with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know about that. But I mean, he is
He's not back yet.
Yeah, he's working
I
on
was
this
like, guest
documentary.
appearance on the boyfriend's channel.
So, yeah, everybody's back. They said that was shady because David was like, new vlogs every Tuesday.
Podcast coming again soon.
Yeah. He, like, well, technically, like, there's no slot in YouTube, but, like, it's like if there was, like, a TV program and your slot got taken by one of your enemies. Like, it's very, very funny.
So,
Everybody waited for her to go
no,
away.
literally.
It was like, oh my god, the Wicked
Oh,
Witch
oh,
is
she's
gone.
not gonna talk about it anymore.
Oh, come on. It's a safe space now. Good times.
But no, I feel like we should like go down like whoever came back and like give how we feel about that.
Oh, that too? Okay.
You like that?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's related.
that's fine.
right?
Yeah, we'll do that.
So let's start out with. I feel like we both know the most about David. Let's start with David.
Yeah, David.
No longer uploading daily, only Tuesdays.
Oh, he does daily?
Yeah, he used to upload daily.
I didn't know that. That's a lot
Or
of
not
pressure.
daily. It was like 3 times a week, but
That's
now
a
it's only
lot.
once a week.
God, that's a lot.
So still, like only 1 a week now, as opposed to however many before.
I think that's better for his mental health, first of all. Maybe less crazy things. Maybe he'll say less crazy things.
Think things through
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah, but
Not rent a crane or whatever the fuck that was.
oh, Crane Gate.
Not almost blinding and killing your friends, David.
Imagine. I couldn't even. I would feel so guilty.
Have you seen any of the new vlogs?
Yeah, I watched.
There's
I was
two
gonna
now.
say I watched.
This
Oh,
is
there's
week
2.
Yeah, this is week 2.
I watched the first one when they were in Hawaii. He had a little tan. That's all.
That wagon at the end, that was funny.
That was cute.
I'm like, he's still funny. He still knows how to make content.
It was funny when the one who got hit by the crane. See, this is how much I know. The one that got hit by the crane was like, "I'm calling off the lawyers." The fact that he didn't sue him, you know,
Sketchy there.
it's giving very much cult.
It's funny you say that. And there's memes. It's like the cult of Dobry.
Yeah, like I don't know, like they're so like. I mean, friendship is
I mean,
good.
it looks like everything's going good there again. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's like they're like indebted to him for some reason.
I mean, they kind of are though.
They kind of do owe
Like,
him.
like without David, like I didn't know any of these people.
But where's the self-respect? Where are the morals?
That too. That too.
Yeah, but I really don't have an issue with him coming back. I mean, what he did was wrong, and I'm not gonna make excuses for him. But
Yeah.
as
Terrible.
yeah,
Very
just very
terrible.
bad. Yeah, but at a certain point, did y'all expect him to like not come back ever?
Yeah, I feel like that's.
Yeah.
I feel like this episode has like very took a turn to like cancel culture. I feel like
Exactly. That's what we're getting
we
into
can't
now.
ever really like not expect someone to like stay gone forever.
Yeah, because that's
like,
how they make their money. Like,
how is anyone gonna learn from that?
exactly.
Like, oh,
that's
so
the
I
thing.
did something bad and now my life is fucked. Well,
Yeah.
why should I change then?
Yeah, let me just not ever post a video ever.
Ever just
again.
keep being a problem because
Before.
I'm getting money anyway.
Exactly. You gotta give people the space to grow.
Like
and
so
stuff.
many influencers, I feel.
Yeah. Honestly, I already know that I'm headed for a cancellation at some point. Do I care? I will.
Everyone gets canceled.
Yeah, we all get
canceled.
We'll all get canceled.
I'm using air quotes. We're not filming,
Yeah.
but I'm using air quotes.
Yeah. We'll all get canceled eventually, and I hope I get forgiveness because bringing it up constantly doesn't do anything, really.
But no, like him, David being back. Like I forgot like how much I missed his vlogs.
Yeah, I never
Like
watched
literally
it.
watching the one that came out today. Like as of filming this, we're filming this on a Tuesday. Flipping, I was dying of laughter.
It came out today?
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe I should watch it because I don't watch his vlogs. I don't watch vloggers very often. His type of vlog content isn't my favorite.
Yeah.
But every once in a while I'll pop in and watch a video.
No, literally the ending. Like not to like spoil it for you or anything, but like he like basically gave like you know his like that family he's friends with like Jonah and all of them. He gave them a kebab restaurant.
That's what that was on TikTok.
And he's like, it's not a skit, and they all had the little uniforms, and it's like Jonah's kebabs.
I saw that on TikTok.
I'm like, this shit's funny as fuck.
But yeah, so.
But no, I feel like no matter how bad something does, like literally all the comments, and this goes for everybody that we're talking about right now, because we're about to run down the list. But literally all the comments are like, oh my god, you came back. Oh my god, I couldn't live my life without you. Like, people are always going to be there, regardless of what the person did.
Yeah, they're always gonna have fans. Yeah.
Like, why are we trying?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can cancel somebody, but I feel like he was due for a comeback at some point. And I'm not like, making excuses
Like,
for
he
what
is
he
talent.
did. Yeah, like, what he did was very bad. Like, not good at all. But he apologized, so at a certain point, you can be mad or you can forgive him. Either way, he's gonna move on.
Like, I feel like the internet as a whole always focuses on, like, the wrong people. Like, there's so many more worse people, or, like, people that don't have talent.
Like who?
Like, I'm not saying, like, we have
Shade.
talent, but, like,
Drag.
so many other people just are basic. Like, to throw a name out there, like, I'm pretty sure everyone can agree that, like, she's a shitty person. Like, I've never met her personally. Like, I don't know enough about her personally. But, like, everything I've seen about this person is just awful. Nikita Dragon.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's cancel that one.
See, here's the thing.
Like, why is she a thing?
Like,
what does she do?
her cancelable behavior is consistent.
Literally every other month.
Yes.
But then it'll disappear, and then the focus will be back on like something like a David or like a Shane, and I'm like, but she's literally over here just doing everything the worst, 24/7. But oh, I'm pretty.
Not my job to forgive these people because I'm not in the situation, nor am I going to tell you all to. I'm just going to say, they're going to come back at some point. But it's very hard to like forget about somebody's scandal or forgive them for their scandal when they keep on having a scandal.
Literally, during the whole pandemic, she never wore a mask.
Exactly. Like, girl, like see, we cannot.
But somehow she got away with it. Like, people would caught out, and then it would go away for 2 weeks, and then she'd pop up at like a dinner or like a party, and they'd be like, she's still not wearing it, and like it just slowly just became a thing. They're like, yeah, who cares? And I'm like, what? Why are we dropping that?
See, the thing is like
The internet is just a big clusterfuck, and I love it. But goddamn,
there's definitely a hierarchy of scandal.
yes.
Yeah, so like, if yours is worse, or you keep on doing like very bad things, nobody's gonna forget. Nobody's ever gonna forgive you.
And I feel like very much another person who's like this to an extent, although she's kind of a guilty pleasure for me. Like, I kind of like her. Tana. Like, she's just consistently, like, shitty. So, like, she doesn't get shit for it, because she's like, I know I fucking suck.
Yeah, I don't watch her.
Like, I'm a slut. Like, that's very much, like, her energy. It's like, good for her, though. Get that money.
Yeah, I don't watch her content.
Yeah, I don't watch her like that either, but, like,
I just know she's
follow
always
her,
in trouble. Yeah, she's always in trouble for something.
She's kind of interesting in that way.
I can't think of anybody who I follow who's had a consistent scandal. Oh, Sharon Lester. People are always digging up stuff on her.
I don't know who that is.
No, remember that's the one, the D'Angelo Wallace? Yeah, I still watch. I watched her this morning. I watched her on my way to work. I watched her after. I'm probably gonna watch her tonight when I get home.
It feel like that though.
It really does. Some people are just guilty pleasures.
Oh my god, you know who I like? I never give a fuck. Like, I really never give a fuck. Like, I'm not into makeup or anything like that. But to signal into our next person, Jeffrey. Like, every time his ass pops up on the trending page, I have to hate watch.
Hate watch what?
Like, I don't hate watch anyone, but like when he pops up on the trending page, I'm like, ugh, what did Jeffrey do now?
Yeah, I don't watch Jeffrey. I don't watch any of these creators. Except for I dabble in David, just a little bit.
Like, I literally have to hate watch it though. I'm just like, oh, what the fuck's he gonna say now? This snake, like, he's so fucking.
I don't think his content is that interesting.
I don't like him, but I can't look away.
Yeah, because I'm like, what content are you watching that's interesting to you? Because I don't think his content is that interesting.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, he's just such a despicable person, but I can't look away because I'm like, oh, what the fuck did this bitch do now?
Because I tried with his content. I like watched a video and it was just him being rich.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's basically Jeffrey's channel.
Yeah, there was no depth.
I'm rich. I have business, life.
Yeah, not my favorite.
But yeah, he came back. Thoughts. He was in a car accident recently.
Dang, that was the Lord's work. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. This is so saucy. I'm so... We're going to have to remove
The
that.
shade of it all.
Nah,
I mean, a lot of comments agree with you, though.
yeah, probably. Like, I didn't mean it because that's wrong, but I meant it because it's funny.
But no, he came back with like a 30-minute long video talking about, like, his life. And, like, I feel like every, like, apology or, like, update or, like, whatever the fuck you want to call these videos at this point, he's like, the next chapter of my life. I'm like, how long is this book?
See, I don't really care because I know, like, people are going to still allow him to be famous. And it's not like I want to get rid of, like, his fame, but I feel like the internet holds him accountable, but not really. Because what does cancel culture do?
Yeah.
It really doesn't do much.
And I know you haven't seen it, but definitely for next time, maybe I'd like your opinion. And I feel like a lot of the internet agreed, judging by like the comments and things I saw, were like, oh wow, we actually see a human side of Jeffrey now with this new video. And like, I could see where the internet's coming from, but like, I have a feeling like he's still being fake as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this is like the most like human like he could possibly be on camera without like wincing.
Oh, okay. Because I was just, while you were saying that, I was thinking, like, this man has terrorized almost every minority on the planet, and then he comes back and is like, don't be mad at me, guys.
Literally.
I'm like,
Like, literally, like, to, like, give you, like, a brief summary of, like, his comeback video, he was like, this last year was just the hardest of my life. Like, I broke up with my boyfriend, my lover, of however many years, and my dogs died. And I know people don't understand that, but those dogs were like my children. And he just kept like putting it off on that. And he was like, I just really needed to like mentally like heal. And like, he was just like talking in circles. And like, girl, I get it. You had a crazy year, but like, that really had nothing to do with like some of why people were mad at him, you know?
Let's get really deep with that though. How much of that is just like bad circumstance and how much of it's actual karma? Because I'm like, no, you were having some disrespectful years, you were having some really good years, you were having some rich millionaire years, and then you were having some very like controversial years. So I'm like, you were going in and out of being nice and mean, and maybe just karma caught up with you, sir. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like he did like the very like internet thing of like, oh, well, I got lost in a persona, like I got lost in like the money, and like very much that's true. But like, I feel like when you're at that point, especially him, cause he making money, like he got a vault in his house, like he has money. I feel like how much can you really just put off on your success before you own up that you're just being a shitty person?
Yeah, that, and I'm trying to figure out what's next. So if you own up that, like, if you decide, you know, I was having a bad time, I want to change, and then the next video is you doing the exact same behavior, where does the change come from? See, and that's my opinion on cancel culture. Do we allow these people to redeem themselves?
Literally, though, he's the king of this.
Yes!
Like, I'll change the next chapter.
They never change.
And then he'll be okay. Like, okay.
Yeah.
For a while. Again, I'm using air quotes. And then it'll be like, oh, something. Like, anything. Like, racist scandal. Like, something.
Exactly. So that's why, like
anything.
I know I'm going to get hate for this, but, like, that's why my opinions with David are, we knew he was going to come back. It's not my job to forgive him. So don't be all up in saying that Niori, oh,
You can do that if you want. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're not here to, like, influence your opinion.
We're not here to influence your opinions, but I knew he was coming back. And the question is, not for, like, I guess for all of us, but do we allow him to redeem himself? All of his scandals fell on each other.
Up to every individual.
Yeah, like, all of his scandals fell on each other at once. So, pretty much
this dogpiling shit is getting annoying.
Yeah, like pretty much everything he's done bad has like kind of came out. So now, if he stops being bad and like he doesn't repeat the same behavior, does he get forgiveness? That's the question. That's the question. Though it's not our job to forgive him, but
again, each individual can make that
decision
decision on their own.
Yeah, I'm not gonna share whether I forgive him because that's none of y'all business.
But I feel like you share that opinion online, people are very quick to like be like, oh my god, finally somebody who doesn't like give into like all the criticism. Or if you're on the opposite side, it's like, well, why aren't you? He did this, this, and this. And it's like, no, that's up for each individual person to decide how they feel about those things.
Honestly, it's technically actually none of my business.
And you really shouldn't like fight anyone on that.
Yeah, because it didn't happen to me, so I can't really say, like, that's kind of like the victim's business. But at the same time, like, we all have our own opinions.
Yeah,
so.
like, if it's that serious, like, you just need to agree to disagree.
Yeah, like, so I don't know.
You're never gonna win that argument.
Yeah, like it's really
And at the end of the day,
opinion-based.
everyone's gonna be successful still.
Yeah, like Jeffrey's still gonna be successful. So I don't know if this is gonna be his new change behavior, or if he's gonna keep being a douchebag.
Give it a few months. Something's gonna happen again.
Who else came back though?
Tati. I don't really have an opinion on that.
Okay, I do. I watched one video, and the only reason that I'm giving Tati, I don't give her forgiveness, because what she did to James is kind of foul. Like, from a friend standpoint, being friends with you, if that ever happened between us, like, it wouldn't, but, like, that's nasty.
All I know with her is,
That's nasty.
like, I couldn't even click on that video because I'm just like, I don't care. But isn't she getting sued
Yeah.
by her business partner?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, damn.
She got a lot of karma, too. The only reason I gave her a pass is because she did apologize to Jackie Aina. And I'm a big Jackie Aina fan. And Jackie Aina deserved that apology. The only thing I would have wanted out of Tati was for her to stop being so freaking passive. She blames everything on other people.
You know what I get from her?
What?
Very much, like, I think she's religious, right?
Yeah.
She's very much like Christian, like mother vibes, like, oh, I didn't know, or I was unaware.
That's
like
what
very
I'm saying.
passive,
She's
passive
so
energy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. She's so passive. Oh, Jeffrey cussed out Jackie Aina and called her a gorilla and was being racist behind the scenes. And I sat
I
there.
was about to mention that. I'm like, didn't Jeffrey
Yes!
do something too? Yeah.
And I sat there and didn't say anything. So
Why are you mentioning that?
yeah, like I'm really sorry, Jackie. Oh yeah, Shane and Jeffrey got together and told me to bully James,
To watch out for James.
Yeah.
He was gonna like kill himself or something.
Yeah, and like I went out and we had our beef. She was acting like they were behind her, like puppet masters, making her do things. And I'm like, girl, you act passive, you don't take accountability, and you allow yourself to fall out with people who kind of had your back. Like James was kind of all for her because of your jealousy. So let's not blame it on Shane and Jeffrey. That's my thing. I feel like she was low key mad because her, what is it called?
The vitamin?
No, yeah, the vitamins, but her mentee was surpassing her as the mentor.
Oh yeah, that's not allowed.
Yeah, that's not allowed, so they kind of fell out, but I feel like this was brewing for a long time. And it wasn't just about the vitamins.
Notice how there's not really a beauty community anymore.
I know,
Like,
right?
they kind of fucked that up for everyone.
Yeah,
like, everyone.
bro, where's the beauty community? Where is it?
Non-existent.
It's just,
It's
bloggers and
you did
gamers.
makeup over here.
Yeah,
You did makeup too.
yeah, because it used to be like more close knit.
Or you, I don't know if you've seen the same thing, but I've noticed a lot of makeup channels now are like these weird hybrids of like, it's like girls doing their makeup, but it'll be like commentary.
Just commentary.
So it'll be like, insert creator here doing their makeup, but it'll be like talking about like Jeffrey's like racist history
Oh
or like
yeah. Mm-hmm.
whatever scandal. It'll be like a T channel like / commentary thing, but they're doing their makeup.
Yeah.
Like that's what the makeup community is.
It's changed. But yeah, my thoughts on Tati are she needs to stop blaming things on other people, which is very controversial because she was the victim the entire time. She should not have allowed, or I don't even think she should not have participated in what she did to James. She got all hyped over some vitamins that really weren't that important to begin with. That's about all I have to say. She needs to stop being so passive. Because she says, like, that people pull the strings and do things to her, but I feel like she just lets people run all over her. And she can't blame them, because if you don't stand up for something, then, like, that's kind of your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta kind of stand up for yourself, girl. But how do you feel about that? Do you feel like what she did to James was wrong? And do you feel like that Shane and Jeffrey were, like, pulling the strings behind the scenes? Because I feel like at a certain point she needs to take responsibility.
I feel like with
What do
everything
you think?
online, it's just so convoluted, but I'm just like, when it comes down to it, I feel like she was very much putting the blame on Shane and
There
Jeffrey.
we go. Yes.
But I'm like, you're a grown-ass woman, too.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
this is very much like high school shit. Like, oh, he made me, she made me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
maybe
you're all grown-ass adults here.
Yeah.
Except, like, I think James was still a teenager at the time, but, like, what the fuck?
She was like, the manipulation. And I'm like, okay.
But like before, like that whole thing, like Dramageddon 2.0.
Yeah.
I didn't really know anything about Tati.
Me either.
Like I never heard the name even.
Yeah. Her being
I'm
back.
like, who is this bitch?
Yeah, her being back means nothing to me. It really means nothing to me at all.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't.
And then rumors of Shane coming back with a Britney documentary.
Shane like David.
Thoughts?
Shane like David. All of his scandals happened at once. Like it was a trickle down effect.
I feel like it was more of a mix of like past shit coming back.
Yeah, and then the new
and
stuff.
then the new stuff that was happening right at the same time.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, no, we need some cherries on top. What's the old shit we can bring up?
Yeah,
again?
exactly. Yeah. The Britney documentary.
And honestly, some of the old shit I didn't even know about myself. Like honestly, like I learned things.
I mean, I didn't watch him, but you did, so.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I got into him just for reference here before everyone's like, why did you support that all along? Blah blah blah. I very much got into him during the food era. So it was very much just Galaxy Nachos and like Crazy Hot Pockets and like, you know, very safe content for the most part. So like some of his past shit, I was like, ooh, no, that's not okay. Like the monkey bitch thing.
Yeah, that's not.
I didn't know that happened. Yeah, that wasn't cute.
How do I feel about him coming back? Honestly, I feel like I don't have any kind of care for any of these people. Like I knew he was gonna come back at some point.
Yeah, like again, everybody's gonna come back.
Everybody's gonna come back. Was I personally offended by his scandal? I mean, not really. It seemed, it seemed very stereotypical though.
Which thing?
All of
There's
his
a lot
scandal,
here.
all of his scandal, like new creator or like a younger creator. I feel like it was very. How do I phrase this? People's scandals come back. There's always some kind of racist past or history. A little bit of like disrespect to a lot of minority communities. And like I was like, we're not very shocked, are we? I wasn't very shocked.
But otherwise.
And then the Britney documentary, that's a big thing. Because I'm like,
yeah,
she's asked to be left alone by the industry so many times.
I have very conflicting opinions on this.
Because I want to watch it, but like...
Because
she's
like...
asked to be left alone. Leave her alone.
Like, say what you will about Shane and like what he's done. But like, his editing kind of hit.
Yeah, I know, right? His videos are so good.
Like the conspiracy shit.
Oh,
like,
so good.
The haunted shit and like all those docu-series type shit.
He's another
They're
guilty
pretty
pleasure.
interesting, yeah.
I feel so bad. I hate watching, but I'm like, God, it's like really good. It's high quality, and I can't be mad at it. Even though he's not like the best person, but like
But as
the
for him
content.
coming back with the Britney documentary, people are like, oh well, he's just using her story because it's like trendy right now, and it'll be like a good opportunity for him to come back. And like people are getting mad about that, being like he's using her. And I could see that, but I also see it as like what everyone else basically said by saying that is like, well, no, this is a good business move because like he actually does care about Britney, like he's like a big Britney stan or whatever, and he can bring his channel back talking about something he actually cares about. That's also somewhat a relevant topic, so it makes perfect sense business wise, in my opinion.
See, I would like to watch it because I know it's gonna be good, but it's gonna be really based on the way that he phrases things.
Yeah, because like I very much feel like depending on how it's executed,
Yeah,
it could come off as
execution.
he's just using the
Using
situation.
her. But if he's like I really care because like.
But if there's like
It's not
some
good.
passion,
Yeah.
which I feel like there is, because like I said, he's like a Britney stan. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, I feel like he's gonna get a lot of hate for it though. Like a lot of hate.
Apocalypse 3.0.
Yeah, he's gonna get like
4? How many have we had?
Yeah, because like her history with like the industry and people pimping her out for like a storyline or like him kind of pimping her out to revive his channel. See, that's the thing about her, like knowing her history, it's a common theme that like people are using her for her like likeness. And so him using her again just doesn't feel right. It feels cringe. Because whether he talks about it, I feel like the stance, the execution does matter. But it is just like kind of cringy because it's the same kind of situation mirroring itself. Because she's like, please don't like use me. She's in a whole conservatorship.
I'm just like, how many documentaries do we need about this?
Yeah, I know.
Didn't we get like 3 in the last year?
Yeah, I don't want to
And
hear
I'm just
about
like,
it.
what could he add to it?
I mean, it's gonna be interesting.
Other than like some weird Shane humor on the side.
I'm gonna
Like,
watch
I don't
it,
know.
but like, I feel like this is just somebody else pimping her out.
I mean, more or less.
Because
Yeah.
isn't her family like taking all of her money?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. And then he goes and makes content about it. He's gotta tread lightly. That's all I have to say. He's gotta
Yeah.
tread lightly. Tread very lightly.
Like
Shane.
everybody when they come back. Tread lightly.
Yeah, tread very lightly.
Tread very lightly.
Dang.
Man, wow, for our first episode, we've hit an hour.
I know, I really tried to end this earlier. I was like, at the last one, I'm like, do you think we're gonna end up like that? I thought we were gonna stop there.
We did good.
Yeah, this was longer, and I kind of like it like that.
But, yeah, YouTube drama. We love it.
Yeah, everybody's returning.
But, yeah, so this was the first episode.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow all our social medias at Feeling the Pod. You can follow me on social media anywhere at AG Tulip. You can follow her at
Naughty Niori everywhere except for the YouTube, which is just Niori.
So yeah, leave us a review, comments, basically any feedback anywhere
Share your thoughts.
on all the platforms. Yeah, just share your thoughts. And also, I thought this would be fun. If anyone knows how to make our intro better, you can send remixes of our intro to @feelingthepod@gmail, and maybe we'll play a few of our favorites on the show. What do you think about that? I just came up with that on the spot.
That sounds great. Do that.
So yeah, we're just gonna try to get these out weekly. And you have anything else to say?
No, it has been great. Thank you guys.
Later.